going to sing Are You Happy and You Know It? Are you ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, wave hello, hello. If you're happy and you know it, wave hello, hello. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wave hello, hello. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hello. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hello. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hello. Hi everybody. Today is Wednesday, October the 14th, and welcome to Storytime Adventures with Miss Tori. Today we're going to be reading a story called Weasel is Worried. This is a fun new book that we got here at the library, and I couldn't wait to read it to you guys. And it's kind of fall because it's got the leaves falling down, and it's fall outside now, and it's getting chilly. And look, he looks really worried. Let's find out what Weasel's worried about today. Oh, look at all those pretty leaves. I bet you can go out in your yard and pick up some of those leaves that look like this on the page. There's all kind of fun things you can do with leaves too. Weasel is worried. Weasel was minding his own business, out collecting leaves, when suddenly the weather changed. Oh, here he is, picking up leaves. Oh, I see a dark cloud. I wonder if that means it's going to get stormy. He was soaked through by a nasty rain. Then a gust of wind knocked him flat on his bottom. Weasel stood up and puffed out his chest. "That's enough of that nonsense," he told the sky. But just then the skies opened up and he was pelted by a mighty hail shower. Weasel was starting to feel very small and defenseless against this angry storm. Hail, do you guys know what hail is? Hail is little ice balls that come down from the clouds, and they can come in the summer or in the fall, and they're pouring all over Weasel, and he doesn't like that at all. He built a wall to keep himself safe, but the wind blew and whirled around all night long. So he built the wall higher. But then the rain came back and wouldn't take no for an answer. So Weasel added a roof. "Keep out," he said, satisfied. Look, he's done built a house, done put a roof on it. You think that's going to keep him safe from the weather? He doesn't look too worried now. Weasel settled down in his new safe place. He thought of the storm raging outside, and it made him shiver. The days passed, and Weasel got used to being by himself, but one day he turned around and was alarmed to find Mole sitting on his couch. "What is this place?" asked Mole. "He's a new friend that came over." "It's a fort," said Weasel nervously. "Oh, marvelous," nodded Mole. "I love a good fort. You guard this side, and I'll guard that one." No, said Weasel. It's not for playing in. It's a home. Marvelous, yawned Mole, getting comfortable. How about a snack? No, fretted Weasel. It's not a place for visitors. It's a place to hide. Marvelous, said Mole. You count to 10 and I'll hide. No peeking. Oh, Mole's having a good old time, and Mr. Weasel is not liking this at all. No, insisted Weasel. It's not for games. It's for keeping me safe. Who's after you? Asked Mole. Is it a fox? I'll help scare him away. Look at my scary face. No, groaned Weasel. I'm hiding from the storm, and there isn't room for both of us. Well, where's the fun in that? Replied Mole. It's not meant to be fun, cried Weasel. Just safe. I think Weasel's missing out on a lot of fun. Well, what's wrong with a good storm anyway? Added Mole, placing a hand on Weasel's shoulder. Weasel told Mole about the wind and the rain, the damp and the chill, the snow and the hail. All the things that scared him the most. The storm is scary, sighed Weasel, and much, much bigger than me. I see, said Mole gently, but storms can be a lot of fun, too. Whenever it snows, I love to scoop it up and make a snowman. And the wind? Questioned Weasel. That knocks you off your feet. Oh, I love when that happens, beamed Mole. The wind lifts my fur and it feels all ticklish. With a giggle, he twirled and fell over laughing. I think Weasel's finding out that the things that scare him can sometimes be really fun. But the cold rain, Mole, continued Weasel. What do you do when you get caught in that? Why, I splash around in the biggest puddles I can find, replied Mole. Then I sit in a chair by the fire and dry off with a cup of hot soup. Soup always tastes extra wonderful when you've been out in the rain. Mole had such a different way of seeing things. But Mole, said Weasel, what do you do when you feel afraid to face something? I face it with a friend, smiled Mole, and with that, he held out his hand. Weasel took Mole's hand, and together they walked out into the warm, sunny day. Oh, I love that story. Did you guys like that? Hi everyone. Just like Weasel, we can all get worried sometimes. And sometimes there's some things that we can do to help us calm down. And one of those things is breathing. Do you know that if you stop to pay attention to how you're breathing, that it can really calm your body down? When you have control over your breathing, you have control over your body. And sometimes when you get worried, it helps to pay attention to how you're breathing, and you might need to calm down a little bit. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways that breathing can help you calm down and make you less worried. One of the techniques we can use is called counting breaths, and this is really simple, and you can actually work on your numbers while you're doing it too. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit down, you're going to straighten up real big and tall, and you're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes all you need to do is take 5 breaths when you get worked up or nervous or worried or angry. And if you stop and you just count to 5 and take 5 deep breaths, and you take a break, and you'll feel different about it. And you're not going to be worried. You're going to be less anxious. Another technique we're going to use is called fast noses. Okay? We're used to breathing through our mouth all the time, but we're going to zip our lips, and we're going to breathe really fast through our nose. Okay? So watch me. So we're going to zip our lips, and we're going to go. And we're going to get faster and faster. And you can count too in your head. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. And sometimes counting like that can calm us down. And like I said, when you have control over your breathing, you have control over your body. So if you get angry or upset, you can try fast noses. Like that. It calms you down a little bit. And the third technique is called balloons. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we have a balloon, but we're going to hold our hands up in front of our mouth like this, and instead of our hands, it's going to become a balloon. And we're going to breathe in, and we're going to pretend like we're blowing up a balloon. You ever blown up a balloon before? It takes a lot of breath. So when I say balloons, breathing balloons, we're going to do this. And that's going to give us control over our breathing and control over our body. And it's going to, it's hard to breathe through your nose and through your mouth sometimes, but you're going to be able to do it, okay? You're going to really do a really good job with these, okay? So we're going to practice these throughout story time, and there's some easy ways to get us calmed down, like Weasel was worried. We're going to use some breathing techniques to get us calmed down.